afternoon. I'm Sean Yao, and this is One News Now. Senators grilled the recruiter and employment agency of Julie Nara, who was murdered last month in Kuwait. Lawmakers called out the supposed lapses in monitoring the situation of the migrant worker. The details from Mean Los Baños.
That's why you're not monitoring. That's why your monitoring is ineffective. Inutil yung monitoring nyo. Your monitoring system works. You're saying every day you check, you monitor. A day before she died, ganito yung situation. If you don't have the heart for the OFWs, ganito lagi mangyayari. Araw-araw ganito mangyayari. Taon-taon ganito nangyayari. Sawan-sawa na kami mag-hearing dito.
Senators lashed out at the local recruiter of Julie Nara, the slain OFW in Kuwait, for supposedly being remiss in checking on her. However, Catalyst International Manpower Services insists that they have enough monitoring mechanism, but Nara did not report the abuses she was experiencing.
Wala naman po siyang traces na sinaktan siya or merong hostile working environment. And as a matter of fact, tine-check din po namin yung mga TikTok, yung mga Facebook.
During the hearing, Attorney Castillon also said that Nara was allegedly pregnant and was in a romantic relationship with the son of her employer, the suspect in her killing.
What proof do you have
It was
para sabihin na there's a relationship? Kasi pangit ito, nagsasalita ka, patay na yung tao. She can no longer defend herself.
yes, Mr. Chair.
Give me proof.
But based on the autopsy report from Kuwait, OWA said Nara was not pregnant. Senators moved to delete the said claims of Castillon, and the lawyer apologized. The Department of Migrant Workers already canceled the license of Catalyst International Manpower, while senators ordered the DMW not to grant the agency any license from here on. The DMW was also not spared from the hearing after Senator Raffy Tulfo expressed his dismay towards Secretary Toots Ople for not implementing a total deployment ban to Kuwait. The DMW said that before Secretary Ople flew to Japan, she ordered the implementation of a targeted deployment ban for first-time domestic helpers in Kuwait.
Targeted ban po. So by that, we mean yun pong ban na i-impose ay para po sa mga household workers bound for Kuwait na mga new hires po. Ang bulto po ng ating mga problema na nagkakaroon po ng pagmeltrato ay nandun po sa mga new hires na umaalis, sir. Kaya ito po ang sabi ni Secretary Toots na in the immediate, ito ay ating iban muna.
OWA is also pushing for significant reforms that will be tackled in the upcoming bilateral talks with Kuwait, while contracts of first-time OFWs are deferred. Reporting for News 5, Mean Los Baños, we are One News.
President Bongbong Marcos is on his way to Japan for a 4-day official visit. At 1 p.m. today, the president departed from Manila to Tokyo for the visit, which he calls an essential one. He said that the trip is part of the country's larger foreign policy agenda. Marcos Jr. also said that he will seek to further strengthen bilateral ties between the two nations. The chief executive will stay in Japan until February 12, where he will meet with Prime Minister Fumio Kishida and Emperor Naruhito. We're gonna pause for a quick break, but we will be back with more stories after that. Keep it here on One News. Now, I'm Sean Yao. The death toll from the devastating earthquake that struck Turkey and Syria has climbed to over 8,700. In Turkey, the number of fatalities is more than 6,200, while the death toll in Syria has breached the 2,500 mark. As the scale of the disaster becomes even more apparent, the death toll could rise considerably. In response to the tragedy, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan declared a 3-month state of emergency in 10 of the country's provinces. He says that this will allow search and rescue activities to be carried out more rapidly. Erdogan also thanked other nations for their support.
Şu ana kadar 70 ayrı ülke
We have received offers of assistance from 70 different countries and 14 international organizations. We spoke with 18 heads of state and government who called us on the phone. I would like to thank all of our friends who called, sent messages, and released statements to convey their support and offer of help in this difficult day of our country.
Meanwhile, the Secretary of Science and Technology, Renato Solidum, clarified false impressions about low-rise buildings. Solidum told the chiefs that low-rise structures are usually the ones that are extremely affected by earthquakes in Metro Manila. He said that this is because such buildings have been built years ago and do not follow or did not follow the same standards as those of high or medium-rise structures.
Ang impression po kasi natin, pag mataas, talagang delikado. Tama naman po.
Nakakatakot. Yes.
Ito po ay dinidesign ng mas matibay. Ang mas nakakabahala, yung ating mga mabababang building kasi ang impression natin, hindi kailangang ihanda ng tama yan. Doon po mas maraming mamamatay.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. The Migrant Workers Department will open a 24/7 hotline to respond to calls for assistance from Filipinos affected by the magnitude 7.8 quake in Turkey. Migrant Workers Secretary Tuts Ople added that a team from the nearest office in southern Lebanon will head to Turkey to assist in relief operations. The Philippines is sending an 87-man team and several pieces of equipment to Turkey to help in the search and rescue operations there. This will be composed of personnel from the Armed Forces, the Health Department, the MMDA, and the Subic Bay Metropolitan Authority. The Philippine contingent is leaving for Turkey tonight. An agriculture group, SINAG, is all for Senator Amy Marcos as Agriculture Secretary. SINAG President Rosendo Sos says Marcos could help address the concerns of the sector if she sits as the permanent chief of the DEA. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News Live anytime, anywhere. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.